All right, so what you're looking at here is a question in coordinate geometry. This is 2017 paper 1 internal. So the question says the gradient of the line joining the points um, negative 2 comma k and k comma negative 14 is equal to 2. Calculate the value of k. So the first data that we have here is that in this question we have got to use the gradient formula because they have told us that the gradient of the line and it is equal to 2. So now that we have got that information, then we cite the formula for gradient and say m or gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, like that. And now, since we've cited our formula, we look at the coordinates that were given. And the coordinates always are arranged as the x and y. So coordinates are arranged as x and y. So always the first number represents the y coordinates, and the first number represents the x coordinates, and the second number represents the y coordinates. All right, so let's look at the data that we have. So we have got negative 2 comma k, and we have got k comma negative 14. So this is the data that we have. So we take now, since when you look at the formula, you see that there is y2 and x2 and y1 and x1. So this first value here represents x and the second value represents y. Same applies down here, x and y. So for us to find this, then we have to name our coordinates so that we're able to know which one is y2 and y1, x2 and x1. All right, so I'll pick that the first set of coordinates represents the ones x1 and y1, and the second one represents the twos, the x2 and x1. All right, so I've picked them in the order of the information given. All right, so since I have that information now, I'll come back to the formula and say my y2 is negative 14 minus my y1 is k over my x2 is k minus the negative 2, like that. Now, in the question, they are saying our gradient is equal to 2. So I am equating this whole information to what? To 2. I'm replacing where there was m and replace it with 2. So once we do this, then we can now clear out the bracket, and I also introduce a 1 so that we can easily do the multiplication. Since there is an equal to here, this equal to presents a multiplication. So we cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you realize that this multiplies with this. So it will be 2 times k. So here what you see, it's negative times negative, which will give you positive. So that will be k plus 2. You close is equal to 1 times what is up here to be negative 14 minus k. All right, so from here now we can clear out our brackets by multiplying what is outside with what is inside. So 2 times k, it will be 2k. And 2 times 2, it will be plus 4, is equal to negative 14 minus k. All right, so what we have now here, At this point, you see that we've got numbers with letters and numbers without letters. So we group like terms. At this point, we group like terms and we put them on the same side. All right, so what you see here is that we have a 2k, and when this k crosses the equal sign, the sign changes, it becomes plus k is equal to, we have got negative 14 there, and when this crosses the equal sign, when the positive 4 crosses the equal sign, the sign will change to be minus 4. So now we can add these. So this is 2k plus 2k. The 2k plus k, that will be 3k, is equal to negative 4 minus negative 14 minus negative 4. So the principle is same signs you add and maintain the same sign. So this is a negative and that's a negative. So negative and negative, we are adding the values. So 14 plus 4, which is 18, and we maintain the same value and it will be negative. We maintain the same sign, which will be negative 18. So divide both sides by a 3. So that when you divide both sides by a 3, your k will be equal to 3 into 18. It will give us negative 6. And there you find your k. Thank you for watching the video. You can like and share.